Two quiet people, Cotton Watts and Chick.
Lady, let that be a lesson to you.
What's the matter with you boys shooting up that man's hen house?
I'll shoot any chicken trying to follow me home.
Well, why don't you get a job and go to work?
You almost had me a job this morning.
Where?
I went down to the post office and asked that man could he let me have one of them jobs as a letter toter.
No, Cotton, you mean a mail carrier.
And the man said before he could give me a situation, he'd have to put me through a simple self-examination.
No, stupid. You mean a civil service examination.
Well, the man carried me in a little room and set me down and started asking me a gang of questions.
Well, what'd he ask you?
First thing the man asked me, said, how far is it from the sun to the moon?
He asked you how far it was from the sun to the moon?
Yeah, that's what the man asked me.
Well, what'd you tell him?
I told him if he was going to give me that route, I didn't want the job.
Well, tell me, how would you like to go to work for me?
Yes, ma'am. How much you going to pay me, I hope?
Well, let's see now. I'll pay you all your worth.
No, ma'am. I got to have some money.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your man Knowledge coming at you again. I've been hearing a lot of different point of views on the comments that Don Lemon made recently, and basically jumping on the coattail of Bill O'Reilly. I've heard things on TV, on the internet, and just different videos, because I'm the type of guy I like to hear different point of views. I'm not someone who likes to stay in my own little box or around people who agree with me 99% of the time. And it's not necessarily just someone disagreeing with me. It's the fact that I just like to hear different point of views. I think that's very important. You have to always have an open mind and hear where other people are coming from. Doesn't mean they're right, doesn't mean necessarily you're always right, but you have to have that open mind. And I hear a lot of people basically saying that neither Don Lemon is a Uncle Tom, or he was right and black people are just mad because he pointed out things, and blah blah blah. But see, my issue with Don Lemon, and I did a video recently, you guys want to check it out, just go through my older videos. I did a video on Don Lemon and the comments he made towards black men sagging their pants, and the way we speak or whatever, on and on, same shit we hear day in and day out. And I said that Don Lemon had a point. Somewhat of Bill O'Reilly said he had a point, but I think where the problem lies is that Don Lemon backed up a known racist, a man that has been going after the hip-hop community for probably the last, I'll say, 10 years. A man that thought when he goes into a black restaurant, it was going to be people in there cooning and buffooning, being rude, using obscenities, and so on and so on. It has a lot of negative, judgmental stereotypes towards the black community. And I think that's where Don Lemon messed up. Him jumping on the coattail, basically an undercover Klansman. And although Don Lemon did make some valid points, he's one of those people also that we have a lot of people out here, just in your personal life, here on YouTube or on the TV or doing the entertainment. We have a lot of people like him that they've gotten to a certain level of success in America. Maybe they're in the corporate world, or they got their college degree, they're making good money, have a good career, whatever. So what they do is they have this mindset like, look at me, I made it, so what's your excuse? Or we have to adopt what white folks do in order to operate in this country. And I have a problem when we have certain black folks that want to point out everything that the black community needs to do, or how we need to shape up, or look at me, I made the college, I have a good career, I didn't go to jail, blah blah blah, I don't have a baby daddy or a baby mama, so what's you Negroes' problem? And we have a lot of black people who have that type of mindset. And I'm not saying that we're not supposed to take responsibility in our actions and things that go on, because we do. I think everybody has to take responsibility. But also, we have to hold those people who have white supremacy or keep racism and discrimination, so on and so on. We have to hold them responsible for the things that they contribute to keeping our people in, again, a permanent underclass or in destruction. And you have to look at both sides of the picture. You can't be a black person tap dancing for these white folks so you can keep your job, or, you know, Mr. Charlie can continue to pay you or keep you on his staff. If you're going to talk about the black community, you talk about the things that go on that affect the black community. The things that the black community go through day in and day out, whether it's a poor education system, whether it's just living in poverty, whether it's the fact that you know, our neighborhoods are infested with violence, whether it's the fact that, you know, a lot of our people are unemployed. That's not just because black folks just want to live in shit, or we don't want to do better. The system that is built around that is what causes a lot of that dysfunction. And we take a whole bunch of white people and we take away, you know, the ability for them to have a proper education, the ability for them to provide for themselves, violence. And we pump all that into a neighborhood full of white people. The same stuff will go on. You will have high crime. You will have people who, like I said, going back, if we corrupted the mindset and pump negative things into not only a certain group of people's minds, but in their community, and we do all that to a white neighborhood, the same things will happen. Crime will go up. You have a poor education system. You have people going around sleeping with people willy-nilly. And to remind you, that's not just black people or Hispanic people. White people do that too. We had a lot of white so-called baby mothers or white women that were getting on welfare a lot longer before black people were. So, you know, a lot of people just need to learn their damn history and know what is really going on out here. And, you know, for those black people who feel like they've gotten to a certain standard or a certain success, or you feel like because you graduated from college or you got this, and this, and a white man let you slip through the crack of the doors and gain some type of success in this country, don't think that you have some type of superiority over your own people. Because at the end of the day, you are still a nigga. They would drop your ass like a hot pocket the minute you get out of line. So, you know, I think it's important for us to not only know the full spectrum, but talk about the full spectrum. And when we have, you know, Sambos on TV, like Don Lim that's tap dancing for these white people that want to crucify the black community for the downfalls we have, but then don't turn around and talk about what white people do and the things that they contribute to keep us in those situations, I have a problem with that. So, you know, for anybody out there that's, you know, talking about the black community, you make sure you point it out all. Because you can look at my videos for, you know, example. I don't just talk about things that, you know, going on within my community, ridiculing my own people. I talk about the system around our people. I talk about white people in this country and everybody else. I point out every single thing because everything contributes to a lot of the bullshit that goes on in this country. So, you know, I mean, that's basically what I wanted to say. But, you know, y'all got to stop tap dancing for, you know, these white people out here. You know, I don't know why you feel powerless or you feel like you can't do anything in life without the white man being behind you, but you can. It's all about having, knowing your history and having that own self-confidence to be able to continue to be who you are, know who you are, and project who you are. So we have to watch people like Don Lemon because this guy can be very dangerous to, you know, our people. And, you know, it's the type of cat that, you know, them white people let him go and he'll come back to the community and say, hey guys, remember me? No, we don't remember your punk ass because you was cooning and buffooning for them white people on TV. So you have to be very careful with people like Don Lemon because there's a lot of them out there. You know, but that's all I have to say. You guys give me your feedback if you want. I'm out.